Hello everybody and welcome. My name is Eric and today I'm going to be showing you guys how you actually repair a small puncture or reinforce your inflatable boat. I'll show you right now. This is what I got. I got my inflatable boat right here, and although I do not have a puncture because I already fixed the one I had right here, I had to use two patches because I did it wrong. I should have used just one entire patch and I'll be done with it, but no, I put one down and started leaking on this corner. I put a second one. So now that I've gone through some mistakes, I have an idea how this works, and basically I want to show you guys. So here's the plan. Right now what I want to do is reinforce this section because the day that I had that puncture when I was in Fort De Soto, there was some stuff on the sand that was really sharp and it actually scraped some of the surface right here at the back. You cannot see here because of the shadow, but basically what I want to do is reinforce this section right here with a few patches, like so. I don't care about the color, by the way. I just want this section to be tougher. Because if you guys know, have you guys seen my videos? I spend a lot of time on islands and different places, and I want to make sure my boat remains intact when I go. So without any further ado, let's get right to it. So this is what you need to repair a puncture or reinforce the bottom or some parts of your boat if you need to. You're gonna need some liquid rubber cement, some vinyl cement. I'll put some links below for this. Some patches, obviously. I got 4. I'm gonna be using 4. Some sandpaper or a little sanding block like this because we're gonna be sanding the surfaces. A couple of clean rags. Some alcohol wipes or regular alcohol with a rag will do to clean the surfaces. And let's get to work. So the first thing we want to do is prepare the surfaces of each of the patches and the boat itself. For instance, here's one patch. If you guys notice, I wonder if you guys can see some of the shine. You see that shiny surface? We're gonna sand it until it's not shiny anymore. So let me get to sanding and I'll show you. All right, so I went ahead and sanded the surfaces. I got all 4 patches that I need. Sanded down just enough so there's no shine. See, this part is shiny, this part is not. You want the surface to be porous, and because when you put the liquid rubber, you want it to grip and grab the surface. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and prepare the surface of the boat and show you guys what we gotta do. Right now what I did is lay down the patches where I actually want them, and I'm actually going to mark it like so. You don't have to use a permanent marker, a regular marker will do. That way you know which surfaces you're going to sand. Doesn't have to be perfect, just enough. There we go. Right now I have a silhouette of the area I need to sand, and those are the spots I'm going to sand. Same as the patches themselves, I'm gonna take the shine out of the surface itself, and it's gonna be porous. I'll show you guys in a second. Okay, so now I have prepared the surfaces. As you can see, that certain shine that's over there is no longer here. That's exactly what you want. Nothing more, nothing less. You want a porous surface. Now what I'm going to do is prepare the surface itself with cleaning it with the alcohol wipes and the rags. So right now I'm gonna grab the alcohol wipes. I'm gonna grab a couple, and I'm gonna start cleaning the surfaces themselves of both the patches and the boat itself. Initially it's gonna get wet, so don't worry about it. That's what I got the rags for. Cleaning it with the alcohol wipes, or maybe acetone if you don't have any alcohol. This will make sure that the surface is dry, completely bone dry. So when you place the patches with the glue, it does stick. And with the alcohol or acetone, you're also cleaning the surfaces, removing any grease, any debris, any dirt, because you don't want that by the time you put in the glue. You want to make sure the glue really sticks and bites. I'm almost done cleaning this patch right here. Okay, the surfaces are clean now. Quick wipe with a dry cloth. The surface here, the surface here. Now we're ready to glue on. So here is the first step. We're gonna grab the vinyl PVC liquid cement, and we're gonna put first a thin layer on the surface. This bottle thankfully comes with its own brush, so that's handy. I don't have to get a brush per se. One nice, doesn't have to be too thick, okay? Just enough to cover the surface. Doesn't have to be perfect, as long as you cover the entire surface that you want to cover. Here we go. I think I'm almost done with this first layer. Almost there. This layer is almost done. Alright, so this section is covered full of glue. Then I'm gonna do the same thing with the patches. And here is the deal. Once you cover both the patches and the surface with the glue, you're gonna let it rest for about 10 minutes, and you're going to repeat it once again. So by the third time, when you apply the third layer, you do not wait for it to rest for 10 minutes. You apply it and put it in place. This will make sure there's plenty of glue on the patch and that it really sticks. I'm gonna have to use both my hands for this one. Make sure I cover all the surfaces. Okay, the first layer is currently applied. I'm gonna put in my timer on my cell phone for 10 minutes. I'm gonna come back and do another layer, which in turn, by the third layer, we're gonna go ahead and place them and put them in place, basically. All right, so right now I'm going to be applying the third layer, and this is the layer you do not rest. You do not rest it for 10 minutes. Once you're done applying the glue on both surfaces of the boat and the patches, I'm gonna go ahead and place them. Let's get to that. All right, right now, both the surface of the boat and the patches are wet, and this is when we're going to place them. Right about there. Excellent. Doesn't have to be exceedingly perfect. We're gonna get to that in a moment. Ooh, it really wants to grip. This glue is no joke. This will fix punctures and reinforce your boat if you need to. All right, so here's the next step. Once you lay down the patches, you can use a regular kitchen spoon or cooking spoon like this, and we're going to work ourselves from the middle out. I'm gonna squeeze all the air out, making sure that all the surface is really gripping. See, it's already taking form. At the beginning, you may notice that some parts of the patch do not take form of the boat, but once you use the spoon, it takes the form of the boat. Very nicely too. There we go. Work our way around it. And let me show you guys. Check it out. The patch is in place. So right now, at this point, I'm literally gonna let it rest until tomorrow for 24 hours, and that's it. So one more thing I want to show you guys. I like to put a little bit of liquid rubber around the edges. This is to make sure that nothing gets in the little crevices. Show you that. So once the patch is in place, I like to put a little bit of rubber on the edges, like so. Like that. Nothing fancy. Just enough to cover the edges. This is to make sure that once you're in the water, you're out there having fun. You're going fast with high speeds. None of the water or debris can get in the crevices of the edges and cause problems later on. There we go. Very nice. That way it glues up real nicely. Yay! And guys, there you have it. This is actually how you repair punctures on an inflatable boat, and even do reinforcements like I'm doing right now. So thank you guys for watching, guys. I hope you guys found this video informative. I'll put links of this stuff below as much as I can, you know, what I can find on Amazon. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.